Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at turning text into a slab type or a sort of block text look in Adobe Photoshop. Now there's two ways to do that. If you're using Photoshop Beta, there is a new tool that allows you to do it automatically. If you're not using the Photoshop Beta in 2025 into 2026, then you could use a script. So I'm going to start with the script one. So here I have 3 lines of type. You can see over here in the layers panel that I have created each of these words as a single piece of type, and for this particular tool, the script, this is what you need. Now you can use different fonts, you can use different colors, anything that you like, and they're changeable afterwards as well. So to run the script, I'm going to give you a link to the script in the description below, but I'm going to first run it and then I'll show you how to actually put the script from the website into Photoshop. So you're going to select on your layers. So I've got all 3 layers selected. I've already run this script before, so I'm going to File and then Scripts, and it's going to appear here in my script list, and it's called Text Block. So all I need to do is click on it. Now that's going to open a small dialog. The width is the width of the block. The spacing is the spacing between successive lines, and you can determine whether you want to keep the original text, hide it, or remove it. I suggest that at the very least you keep it or hide it, but don't remove it in case you don't like the result, because if you don't like the result, you can go and try again. I'm just going to choose these defaults and I'll just click OK. And what happens is that my original text has been hidden. You can see it's down here. And we've got all 3 pieces of text as 3 individual layers in Photoshop, and they've all been scaled to fit widthwise in the document. That's as simple as it is. So the script itself you're going to find over at GitHub. So let me just go and bring over that page for you. So this is the GitHub page. I'm going to give you this link, and on that page you're going to look for text block. Now there is no easy way to just download this script. So what you're going to do is click here on the direct link to text block JSX. What that's going to do is to take you to a web page where the text of the code for this script is, and you're going to start at the beginning in front of this / you want to take absolutely everything. So you're going to select absolutely everything here on this page. Do not leave anything out at all. You'll right click and choose copy, and then I'm going to launch Notepad. So I've already got Notepad open here, so let's just go and get that. I'm just going to choose edit and then paste. And so we've got all of the text that we just copied from that website. You're going to save that as a file with the JSX extension. So you go to File and then Save As, and I suggest you call it text block .jsx. Now you may not be able to place it in the exact position in your file system that you need to. If you get an error message when you try to put it where I'm about to show you, then just put it in a folder where you can find it, because what you're going to do then is you're going to move it later on. So let's just go to File Explorer. And what you're going to do with File Explorer is you need to get access to this PC, and then you're going to your C drive, and then to Program Files, and then Adobe, and then you're going to find the version of Photoshop that you're using. I'm using Photoshop Beta, so I'm just going to double click on that, and then you're going to Presets, and then you're going to Scripts. And this is where you're going to put it. I've already saved mine to here. Now I wasn't able to save it directly in there, so I saved it to my desktop and then I just moved it across here, because you do need administrator privileges to move things into your script. Make sure you close and restart Photoshop, and then that script file will be available to you. I've already done all of this. So that's what you're going to do in earlier versions of Photoshop, not the beta version, although I am using the beta version, but this script is going to work in lots of previous versions of Photoshop as well. So let's go and see what happens in the new beta version of Photoshop. Now to start off with, you can see here that all my text is in one text object. It's in one layer here. Even though I'm using different pieces of text, different fonts and different colors. All you're going to do is type your text in, and then you're going to select each individual piece of text. I don't know why mine's defaulting to Comic Sans, but it does appear to be doing so. So you're going to select each piece of text, and then you're just going to click to format it to the font that you want to use and the color you want to use. So once you've done that, you're going to select on the text here. And you'll see up here there is an option for dynamic text. So you're just going to click on that and click block. And it appears that nothing has actually happened, but it's now dynamic text. So you can see here that there's a little sort of slash beside the T in the layers palette. So we're going to click here on the text because that shows up these sizing handles. And now I can start to move my text around. So we can do it live. This is all editable text. It's still text, so you can still change the font and the color and everything. With your text selected, you can select your properties panel and there will be some options for your type here. Here are the dynamic text options. So you can adjust the width and the interline spacing. At the moment we've got 25%. Well, we could increase that to 50%. So you can see that you've got options here for working with your dynamic text. This is the new dynamics text. This is an option inside Photoshop Beta. It will not be available in earlier versions of Photoshop. You will want to be using that script that I just showed you where to find it. I showed you how to copy and paste it into a document, save it as a text file, as a JSX file, and place it in your presets folder. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results, then you'll love my Skillshare content. I'm a Skillshare top teacher. I have hundreds of short courses on Skillshare that you can access along with thousands of other great courses, all for the price of a single subscription. If you're interested, there's a Skillshare coupon for you in the description below to use to sign up. Using this coupon benefits me as a creator, and it helps me continue to make free content available here for you also on YouTube. Thank you for joining me for this video tutorial. On the screen now, you'll see a video that I've hand-picked for you. If you enjoyed the video you've just watched, I know that you're going to really enjoy the one I've picked for you to watch next.